Hi everyone, my name is Courtney. I write under the pen names Lyra Parrish and I'm one half of the USA Today bestselling duo Kennedy Fox. And today we're going to talk about the Amazon bestseller status and what it really means. Sometime in 2019, Amazon rolled out what they call the Amazon charts. This is the top 20 bestselling books in fiction and nonfiction. I actually went back to this list to see the history that they had for it, and it looks like it's sometime in May of 2017. If you're interested in looking at the Amazon charts, I will put a link below in the description. You all know that when I talk about Amazon bestselling author, that's not what I'm referring to at all. What I'm talking about is when indie authors put this on their book cover, and there's some confusion that comes with this because depending on which indie author you speak to, there's different qualifiers to be an Amazon bestselling author. For example, some indies believe that if you make top 100 overall in the Amazon store, you are now an Amazon bestselling author. There are other indie authors who believe that if you get a bestseller flag, which is you ranking #1 in a subcategory, then you are considered an Amazon bestselling author. I have found that it's so conflicting between indies that no one really knows what it means. And I encourage you that if you see this on someone's book, to ask them what Amazon bestselling author actually means, because still to this day, it depends on who you talk to. The other issue that I have is it's not Amazon actually giving you this title, it's the authors assigning this title to themselves. Not to mention that there is not an official record anywhere. Basically, you have to take somebody's word for it that they made top 100 or they were #1 in their subcategory. And all that really exists for this is screenshots and maybe video, and we all know how screenshots can be manipulated. Another well-known issue is there are people out there who manipulate these subcategories. What they'll do is they will put their books in this super obscure category, just so if they sell 1 or 2 or maybe 3 copies of a book, they'll get the bestseller flag, and then they can call themselves an Amazon bestselling author, which then gives them some sort of credibility. This is dangerous, guys, because there are books out there that have this orange flag that are ranked 80,000 overall in the Amazon store. And I'm sorry, but if your book is ranked 80,000 and you have an orange flag, I'm not sure if that really makes you a best-selling author. You're maybe selling 5 to 10 copies per day. If you're in Kindle Unlimited, maybe even less than that, because your rank drops each time you get someone to download it. It's a way for people to scam in a way to put their books in subcategories that they don't really belong, or very obscure categories, and so that way they can just say that they're an Amazon bestselling author. I don't think it's right for people to give themselves these titles because readers don't really know what they mean, and newbie authors often don't know what it means either. I encourage you, if you see somebody with Amazon bestselling author on their book cover, to ask them what it means. Making top 100 is a great accomplishment. It's very hard to do, whether your book is on sale or not, whether your book is in Kindle Unlimited or not. Kennedy Fox has done several times and Lyra Parrish has done as well. But I don't think that's something that should automatically give you this bestseller status. I think it's something that would be great in your biography, something to put on your accolades. If you have an about section on your website, you know, scream it to social media, but it's not worth updating your covers. Actually, if you want to get technical, I emailed Amazon and I asked them, when can I put Amazon bestselling author on my covers? And I will pop the email up right here for you all to read the response that I got. And basically Amazon said anyone who has that on their covers, it's against their guidelines. If a book is a bestseller, it will essentially be given that on their website, which means you'll get the orange flag. So I wouldn't be surprised if Amazon started cracking down on this and started making people update their covers who have that on there, because they do have charts now. I'm sure that they would want to reserve that Amazon bestseller status for people who actually make those charts and sell a buttload of books. So I would just be very careful, guys. If you make top 100 or you make a subcategory, whichever one it is, I would not update your covers with that. I understand wanting to have some sort of bestseller status. I think though it gives people false credibility where they can go online and sell you courses on how to sell books. But if your book is ranked in the 60,000s and it's on sale for 99 cents, are you really a best-selling author? How long did your book stay ranked in that sub category? I just think that it's very dangerous waters for people to tread on, and you should be very careful who you trust whenever they say that. So for the time period that I've been around, I have noticed that it's an indie thing. Traditional publishers do not put this on book covers because it is not a real thing, guys. Ranking in a subcategory does not make you an Amazon best-selling author, especially with the charts being there. And you're going against guidelines if you update your covers anyway. I don't think that it's a selling point for readers. I don't think that if your book is out there and whether it is on the cover or it is not on the cover, that that's going to make them one-click that book. Remember, it's all about packaging. You have to have an amazing cover, an amazing blurb. Make sure that your preview of your book is something that's going to hook somebody if they download it. That little tag, it's not going to matter. Readers don't care about that. They don't care about USA Today. They don't care about New York Times. They care about the package. And at the end of the day, that's what's going to sell you books. I hope this kind of clarifies some of the questions. Remember, it's an indie thing. People assign it to themselves. It depends on who you talk to, which qualifiers means you are or you aren't. And it's against Amazon's guidelines at the end of the day, guys. So please do not do this. I don't think a lot of people know that. I hope that this was a helpful video. If you have any questions, as always, feel free to leave them below. You know that I try to respond back to every person. My goal with this channel is to create a community where we can have real discussions about self-publishing. And I feel like we've got that going right now. And I'm so grateful that you're here and that you show up. Remember, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that. Click the bell. You get a notification each time I upload a video. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. I hope you have an amazing, awesome week. You accomplish all your goals and you write all the words. And I'll see you again in my next video. Bye, guys.